In today's video, I'm going to be discussing ways to detox from the holidays. Me, myself, anyone else, we all know that during the holidays, you go over to people's houses, they got a whole bunch of foods, treats, snacks, so much stuff that you can't help but eat some of it. It's delicious, it's great. Nothing wrong with it, a little here, a little there. But for some reason, during the holidays, everybody getting together, we all like to eat more than usual. So I'm going to be talking about some of the things I personally do to not only combat overeating during this time, because I've been known to overindulge myself, some of the things that I do afterwards so that I can clean and cleanse my body and detox it, not only when the year starts, but also before the year ends. And you could do this any time of year. It doesn't even matter. Just right now I'm filming this in January, and it just so happens to be a good time to talk about it. And if you enjoy cookies and treats and things like that, I'm sure yourself had quite a bit during the holiday. So these are some of my tips I do. So during the holiday, with all the candy and all the extra stuff always around, pretty much from Halloween up till the end of the year, we've already been eating all this stuff now for 2 or 3 months, and whatever else bad decisions you might have made throughout the year. What I try to do is, once the year starts to end, I start to get rid of the stuff little by little, either getting less of it during the end of the year, and then you eat and you enjoy it, and then you make sure that you get rid of everything in the home, so you no longer have all these candies laying around, all these treats laying around. People aren't buying you caramelized popcorns and chocolate covered cherries and all the other treats and snacks that we made throughout the holiday year. You either can give some away, enjoy them yourself, the family enjoys them, but towards the end, New Year's and into January, you just make sure you get rid of all that stuff. You kind of go on a January cleanse where it helps detox the body, all the stuff you've been doing. And you can't eat what isn't in the home. So if you don't have a bunch of boxed chocolates and all that stuff, your body you're gonna be less likely to want to be eating all of it, and it helps to not go out to the store and stock up on more, like Halloween and Thanksgiving, and it's all starting over again before February even ever hits. So that's the first thing I make sure I do. I don't really have any of the stuff around anymore. Any of the stuff that I might have gorged out on, I don't overeat, but for my standards and from what my expectations for my own health is, I do tend to get a little more carried away towards the end of the year. But come January, I no longer eat all that stuff. Right now, I'm doing more of a natural type of food eating where I'm doing a lot of salads. I'm not really eating any sugar, and I'm not eating any refined foods like breads and pastas and things like that. Have had a little bit of pasta actually, but I try to stay away from some more of those heavier carbs and sugary carbs, even just chocolate, anything that the body really doesn't want at that particular moment while you're cleansing. And usually anything sugary can be pretty toxic to the body. Drink plenty of water and eat plenty of clean, fresh fruits, foods, vegetables, lean meats, things of that nature. Nuts, seeds. I like to put sunflower seed in my salads. So that is the second thing I do. Natural foods, not packaged natural foods that say all natural on the wrapper, but foods that God and nature actually intended us to eat. The third thing that I do is make sure I drink plenty of just water. I get rid of any sugary drinks, any energy drinks, anything like that. I don't drink my calories. I do have coffee, but besides that, I'm not drinking fruit juices and sodas and all that. And so it helps clean the body out. As long as you keep putting in that sugar and that junk you've been eating all year and then gorged out on towards the end of the year, you're not going to be able to stop. It's like the holidays never end. You just find another snack to get on, and summer hits, and you can't put on your bathing suit because you've been gorging yourself still. So if you just take a good solid month, get out of those bad habits, get rid of that sugary food, your body and your brain no longer crave sugar, but actually crave nutrients, health, vitality, being lean. And the good thing about not drinking your calories and drinking plenty of water, it's a fabulous way to burn fat and excess weight you're trying to lose. Especially whether it is or isn't your New Year's resolution. That should be your everyday resolution. Finding ways to be healthier, leaner, meaner. A fourth thing that I do is I use something called portion control, where anything that I am eating, whether it's good, bad, whatever, you limit the amount that you're eating in that particular setting, that particular meal. So if you usually get a big bowl of something, you're shortening, you're making the bowl smaller, you're not eating so much. I even go as far to physically count the calories, looking on certain boxes or looking at whatever I'm going to eat and actually measuring the calories to what it says, just so I know. And then I keep throughout the year at different points when I feel like I need to get my body fat down, I'll do a calorie count where I'll do something like that, where I manage the calories that I've been eating for a 2-week to 2-month period of time, just so I can keep track of things. And it helps a lot while detoxing, because if you're not paying attention, you're more likely to go over 300, 400, 500 calories. But if you could go at or under what you need, your body has a better chance of cleaning itself. So by portion controlling helps a lot to not put in more into your body needs. You're only using what you actually need. And that helps the body detox. Good for the digestion. The ultimate detoxer. And a last tip I like to do, something I do throughout the year, but it comes in handy especially when you're detoxing and trying to get your gut a little less full, is by getting moving, action, movement, activity. Even if you just want to go for a walk, clean up around the house. I actually prefer doing something a bit more active, like physical training, whether it's at home or going to a gym. You don't have to go to a gym to get some sort of resistance training in. Full body is what you want to go for. Pushing, pulling, jumping, things like that. There's a sport you like to play, if you like to do yoga, anything you do that's going to be active, that's getting your muscles to physically move over a period of time, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, and even less than that if you're getting going, is what I would recommend. But if you can get to 20, get to 20. Do something that gets you moving. Just sitting on the couch isn't going to clean up that digestive system that has been bogged up, like filthy waters, like a muddy swamp or a lake that the water hasn't moved very much. It's going to be all algae ridden and just gunky. You want to be like a river where the water's roaring and it's just crystal clean and pure. That's what movement does to the cells of your body and the digestive system. A very good way to detox all these things that we put into ourselves throughout the year, especially after the holidays. So those are my quick tips, things that I do. I do them throughout the year, whether it's holidays or not. Just something that I'm working on, being more mindful of right now, and just wanted to share with everybody. Cheers to your health. Have a great 2025. It's time to come alive.